Igaunijas Transporta administrācijas ceļu pārvaldīšanas nodaļas direktoru Janno Sammul pie mikrofona. Viņš izstāstīs par situāciju un plāniem Igaunijā. Mr. Sammul, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to the online viewers and participants who are in this conference hall in Jurmala. I use also opportunity to give special thanks to my humble colleagues from Latvian State Roads who invited me to be here, Martin Stambergs and Martin Lastovskis. Big applause for them, because they have used to invite their neighbors to share their success or unsuccess in this conference. By profession, I'm a road engineer, but in free time, I love mountain biking, and I'm a fan of ITS solutions. Today, I'm speaking about a little bit money. But beforehand, as your minister already said, and Martin said, that roads are only not asphalt, but they are connecting people, works, hospitals, sports, schools. And they are like plumbing. If everything works well, nobody notices us. But if something happens, everybody's priority and everyone knows how to fix the problems. And in Estonia, I'm the guy to call if you see a pothole or some roads are in bad conditions. So take my number afterwards and I will help you. Nevertheless, before I go to big numbers, as Martin's already said, our big budget, 88% more than previously, I will make a little bit scale what we are dealing in Estonia. Those who knows, it's a reminder, and those who doesn't know, it's a new fact about the Estonian road network. We're a small country, but our network is almost 90,000 kilometers long. 50,000 of them are private roads and forest roads, no traffic almost on these roads. 23,000, a little bit more, is local roads, and other 17,000 are national roads, and that's what is my responsibility and where the action is going every day. But if you are taking a closer look for national roads, 1/10 of them are main roads, and almost a little bit more than 1,000 kilometers of them are national 10T roads. And so most of traffic are on these roads. And other 13,000 are secondary class roads, gravel roads, and etc., connecting these main roads. But our focus is where the traffic is, what the action is going on. Before, and how is the condition of our roads? Improved or decreased over the years? If you take a closer look, 8 years ago, we had like a little bit more than a half in very poor or satisfactory condition roads. It's the upper part of the graphs. But what happened? We have managed to reduce the amount of very poor and satisfactory roads. But I want to show you in the right corner that the blue one, the very good conditions, are almost the same. It's decreasing. And after the next slide, you will understand why it's happening. Luckily, the middle part is growing, but a very good condition of pavement, it's decreasing or staying the same level. So we have to be inventive how to manage with this budget. This is my favorite slide overall. And I usually say you have to know where you have been in 2021 and even more, then you know what to gain. Last year, 2025, was a year where the funding was the lowest one in Estonian roads, over almost half of it during the last 5-6 years. But still, we managed to get through it. We have a new government, new minister, and the roads have been now priority. our government invented new tax for vehicles, and they are investing, collecting money to roads. So as you see, this year, 2026, almost 300 million goes to roads, almost. Next year is also certain, but 2028, 2029, it's not so certain because we don't know the funding of EU, but we hope it will be in the same level, almost 300 million. And we have agreed a plan for next 4 years that the funding will be staying at this height, so we'll be seeing good years in Estonia. But nevertheless, we also have dreams. Also not enough, because as you see in the right corner, there are our dream. We need for our roads like a little bit more than 300 million to maintain them, to have them in good conditions. We have agreed a new road safety program for 2050, where in Estonia should be no fatalities at all in the roads. In cities, in 2035, no fatalities. That takes some money, not just speaking about it. Then we have to deal with 10T network requirements. We hopefully will manage with that if the funding stays as it's planned, and other EU requirements what needs to be attention. How is the money divided? I used to say half of it goes to maintaining the existing network, and half of it goes to investing for new projects. As you see, let's see, 2026, almost 50 million goes to daily maintenance, and the other of it goes to bridges, our Estonian Nokia surface dressing, asphalt renewal, and so etc. And other half, 150 million goes for constructing new roads, ITS infra, noise barriers, and so on. And what are the volumes of kilometers what you will do? So most of it is our Nokia surface dressing, over 1,000 kilometers goes that. But also we want to decrease the amount of gravel roads. So now we are paving them and repairing them. They're also quite a big amount comparing to last few years. In the last row, the road construction in 2026 there will be no kilometers, because you will see from the next slide we are making big building plans and buildings, but nothing is finished this year. That's why it's 0 kilometers. But if you put a bigger number and money to the map of Estonia, it's not so much works. Blue ones are reconstruction works, and brown ones are the new roads. And if you eliminate the reconstruction works, what are minor of the budget, you will see 2 roads where we are concentrating. You know, Tallinn-Pärnu road. Now we are constructing 45 kilometers. Almost in every space there are already trees cut down and new roads alignments will be seen. If you travel to Tallinn, be careful, because the travel time will be in summer extra 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depends on where the construction is. You may use the roads through Valga, but also in Tallinn-Tartu road, we are trying to build a new 9-kilometer section of the TEN-T network. So, but it's dislocated from the existing road, so there will be minor adjustment of travel time. The volume of the contract of the Tallinn-Pärnu road, 8 contracts, 250 million over the next 2-3 years. This year, a little bit less than 100 million. Depends of the situation of the Middle East. We'll see, does it rise or not, the amount what will be invested in these sections. But as you said, as I said, we have a dream as well. And it's a quite nice one. With this new plan, we try to manage to complete both 10T core network roads from Tallinn to Pärnu and Tallinn to Tartu by the year of 2025. So maybe after 10 years, when you invite me, I can go here and announce that we are finished. But we'll see. If existing contracts will be ready, then in section from Tallinn to Pärnu, there are 50 more kilometers to go, and from Tallinn to Tartu, a little bit more than 60 kilometers to go. But it's doable if the funding stays as it is. I think after this period where the funding was like nothing was invested in roads, our road sector was like dying. Now people understand the priority of roads. As I first said, they are for development, connecting people. And if you can cut it off, then all economy stays flat. So, thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy to answer questions if I know the answer, of course. And we'll see. We have a great future ahead.
Thank you so much. Paldies. Brīnišķīga iespēja.
Wonderful opportunity to ask questions to the main person in Estonia responsible for the roads. So please, you're welcome. Those here in presence, raise your hands, tell me you need a microphone. I don't see any questions on WhatsApp or Facebook. So Mr. Lazdovskis, please. I have a question.
For presentation, we are jealous and amazed a bit. But practical question. In the last slide, you showed Via Baltica and Tartu road. Reconstruction of these roads. How many lanes there will be, and what speed limit will be applied?
All dots what are in said there will be 2+2 sections, as you see, even in graph said. But the existing ones are, some of them are 2+1 roads. We are not planning to, in this time frame, to add one extra line, maybe later. But speed limit will be with ITS systems. I hope so in summertime 120. And we have decided that in every section we will use dynamic traffic management. So where the weather conditions are very bad, we will decrease the limit to 80 kilometers. It's everywhere in summer, but in winter time the maximum speed limit is 110 with ITS system. And if you know, there are no snow, so it's like in summertime. So we hope to do it. But regarding these questions also, the road, the blue roads from Tallinn to Narva, it's existing 2+2 road. And we managed to have some funding from EU to install the ITS equipment for raising the speed limit with variable message signs. So after, I think, next year or 2 years, we'll see there also dynamic traffic management systems working.
Okay, thank you.
Lūdzu, jautājumi vēl no zāles. We look at the amount of money. If we compare the year 2025 and this 26 and 27, then it's almost doubled.
Yes.
So this incredible increase, how do you achieve it? Because if it takes a political decision, it's a decision made by politicians. So how did you approach them? Did you use any kind of black magic or I don't know what else to make this decision?
As I said, change came when a new government took place, new minister, and they not invented, just put in action vehicle tax. And the amounts they are collecting, they wanted to invest to the roads, so you can see if you pay, you will have a nice road. But 2 years ago, we just have the money, even not enough to maintain the existing road network. So we said, if you don't give us extra money, we will not cleaning the road of the snow like after 2 hours. We will do it after 8 hours. So it was like a very critical situation. We wanted to change even some regulation to increase the period of snow plowing, maintenance, because our budget was cut, like even it was very slow, but was cut 10% more. We said there will be no lines, no new signs, nothing, just existing road network, and you imagine how it goes to economy. All our sector said they already sold asset plants. 20% of workers went to the other fields. It was a very bad situation, and somehow it made a change. And now if you say it, you don't have to put not lot money to get improvement. So now, after 1 year, we have like 45 kilometers ongoing construction work in Estonia. It's a historical moment because in this kind of moment, nobody has seen Estonia.
That sounds a bit too simple, I think. Would be nice to do the same here in Latvia. Lūdzu, te ir jautājums no zāles.
So, how about competition? Such sharp increase of construction works. Do you still have good competition? And did you had any bids from Latvian companies?
What about foreign companies, you meant?
From Latvian companies.
Latvian companies. I don't remember that Latvian companies were bought. But what we did, like I showed you, we have like 2 sections. 20 kilometers and 20 kilometers long. Usually, it's like one tender, one contractor for one section and other section. But we understand that will be rough condition because other one will be dying out, so we cut it fourth. So we have 8 contracts for those. Everyone is happy somehow, and the competition was good. Prices went down even. Our estimated price for the whole sections were less than 5 million, less than we expected. So it was a quite good competition. We are quite happy. With some of them, we used even some indexing system because in one section we don't have any land, we don't have any technical design. Everything must be done by contractor during the next 3 years. So that's how we made it.
Okay, thank you. Vēl jautājumi, lūdzu. Zālē esošie, droši. Nav šo.
Any questions from the audience? Nobody online has sent questions yet. So another question from the audience. Thank you for the presentation. What is Estonian approach for compensating expenses? Do you have specific procedures in place in Estonia to compensate for increasing costs as a result of different international geopolitical conflicts? If you have any such procedures in place for compensation, and have you responded in any ways to the existing American and Iranian conflict? So do you provide compensations in case of geopolitical crisis?
Your question. Yesterday we sat down with Latvians and Lithuanian colleagues from the Baltic Road Association. We had a discussion over an hour how different countries react to this Middle East crisis. We understand the problems. We are putting down the mechanism how to compensate it or who needs compensation. Luckily, we have some mechanisms in contracts already for bitumen. It's indexed already in our contracts many years, so that's a risk what we take. But the other part, what makes from the increasing price from the fuel, we are calculating the formula how to do it. So it's ongoing process, and we'll see how it goes, because as you see from the streets, the price is going down in one day like 20-30 cents from one side to another side. And we'll see. We are in discussion with sector and all contractors. So we understand the problem. We are looking for solutions, as your colleagues as well from Latvian state roads and Lithuanian.
It doesn't concern only fuel prices. There are also many components used in road building where the prices are now skyrocketing. Are there special mechanisms to compensate that in Estonia?
It's the same ongoing process, so it's like very early stage to say what will be happening.
Okay.
But we are working on that, because there are different problems. You have procurement laws, contract laws, and you have to scope with them as well, and also use budget. What I can say, we just stopped some procurements for some bigger works just to save some extra money if there will be bad things happening, and we have to compensate some amount. So
I see. But you would agree that this endless increasing of prices, it puts some huge risks on the projects you've been telling us about, right?
Yes, we understand the risks, but one of the risks we already taken to our shoulders. As I said, from the bitumen, it will be like 5 to 10 million already in our shoulders. And the other one, increase of prices of material or fuel. We have to scope with that, with tenders or contractors. How they saw the price increase because the contracts are 3 years one, and they are fixed price, and they had to see some rise from the prices, and we can compensate something that has not been unseen.
Paldies. Thank you so much. Lūdzu aplausus Sammula kungam.